Hello everybody, welcome back to another new and noteworthy mod review. Today we're going to take a look at a massive production pack. This pack can be downloaded over at moddingwelt.com, so it is available for PC players only. When you do download this pack, you will need to unzip all of the files that are included in the download and place those individual zip files into your mod folder. At that point in time, you can activate the individual mods that you want a part of this pack. But what we have here today is every single bit of the pack, and this thing, I can't stress enough, is absolutely massive. We have all types of production. We have several new fill types in all of this production. We also have custom sell points that will accept all of the new fill types. We have pallet storage. We have bale storage. We have a multi-fruit crop silo. And then we also have a multi-liquid storage. All available in this particular pack. Let's dive on in and start taking a look at all of the production. Let's go ahead and jump on into the build mode. And let's start with the production, but that is definitely not where it ends. Now scrolling over here until we get to these, and this mod is by Switty003. So all of these mods that are a part of this pack are going to have Switty modding logos going on here. So we have the agricultural and chemical production. All these mods are going to be rotating freely 360 degrees, $20,000 for that. It is going to produce herbicide, seed, liquid fertilizer, and solid fertilizer. Then we have an energy plant. The energy plant is going to be able to produce methane, electrical energy, and diesel fuel. We have an extended oil plant. This is the oil plant from the base game that can make not only sunflower oil, canola oil, and olive oil, but it can also manufacture soybean oil. Move on into a food all-in-one plant. This will be able to make TMR, mineral food, or pig food. There's two different variants of that, a large and a small version. Then we have a forage all-in-one. This will be able to make TMR or hay. Again, there are a small and a large version of that. We have the Waterworks that is capable of extracting lime out of very, very hard water, apparently. Move on to the shredder. That is going to be able to make sugar beet pulp, lime, or road salt. Then we have three different variants of the shredder: a large variant, a small variant, and then a even smaller variant. And shredder version 3.0 also has the ability to make wood chips. That is all of the production, but it doesn't end there. Under the sell points, we have several custom sell points and buy points, actually. So here we have an all buying station. You can pretty much buy everything from this particular station. $5,000 to place. Then we have an all selling station where we can pretty much sell everything and anything that is available in the game. We have a water hydrant for water. Then we have the modded base game selling points, and these have been modified to accept all of the new crops or fill types that are a part of the production elements, the greenhouses, the orchards, and a custom honey area. So we have the farmer's market. We have a fast food restaurant. We have the pizzeria, a restaurant, and a supermarket. I mentioned there were greenhouses. Well, yes, there are. There are two variants of each greenhouse. We have the small variant with the pallets that spawn to the right of the entrance. And then we have the version where the pallets spawn to the left of the entrance. So we have small greenhouses, we have medium greenhouses, and we have large greenhouses. And these differ from the standard in-game greenhouses in the fact that they accept manure, water, and seed. And they also output, as you can see here, a whole heap ton of other products. Then we move on to the orchards. And we start out with an apple tree. How about an apricot tree? Or a pear tree? Or maybe a cherry tree? Maybe you want a coconut tree. I don't think coconut trees look like this, but hey, whatever. Or we can go with an orange tree. How about a peach tree? Or a plum tree? We go over here to animals and then bees. There is a custom beehive that is actually going to require us to purchase wild bees. We'll put the bees in the beehive and then we'll be able to produce honey. So speaking of the bees, you're going to need to go in here to the shop. You're going to go to pallets and then you'll have your pallet of wild bees that you can buy for your new bee house. But wait, there's more. Under buildings, if we go to silos, we have bale storage. This will allow you to put bales in and get bales out. We have the all fruit multi-silo, holds 1 million liters of product. We have the Meridian multi-fruit liquid silo. Then we have the pallet storage. And this, I have to say, is really cool. Both of these storage mods are super, super awesome. This one holds 5,000 liters worth of palletized products. Wow. Let's go ahead and go into our production chains screen, and we'll iterate through all of the various production items that are in this mod pack. So the food all-in-one. Going to be able to make TMR. It's going to require 5,000 liters of hay, 2,500 liters of straw, 2,500 liters of silage, and just 50 units of mineral feed. That is going to make 10,050 units of TMR. As far as mineral feed goes, we're going to be able to make that with 70 units of barley, 30 units of sunflowers, 80 units of sugar beets, and 20 units of lime. That is then going to produce 200 units of mineral feed. We have multiple recipes for pig food in this pack. We can use 3,000 liters of potatoes, 3,000 liters of corn, 3,000 liters of wheat, and 2,000 liters of canola. That is going to then produce 10,000 liters of pig food. Or we can go with 500 liters of potatoes, 5,000 liters of corn, 2,500 liters of wheat and canola to again produce 10,000 liters of pig food. Or we can substitute out sorghum for the corn and 500 potatoes, 5,000 sorghum, 2,500 wheat and canola for 10,000 liters of pig food. Or we substitute out sugar beets for the potatoes. Then we have 500 sugar beets, 5,000 liters of sorghum, 2,500 liters of wheat, and 2,500 liters of canola for, again, the 10,000 liters of pig food. The Forage all-in-one is going to be able to take 6,000 units of grass and convert it to 6,000 units of hay, or 6,000 units of grass, and make 6,000 units of silage, and 6,000 units of chaff for 6,000 units of silage. The shredder is going to take 2,000 units of stone into 1,500 units of lime. 2,000 units of stone is going to make 200 units of road salt. And then 2,000 units of sugar beets are going to make 1,500 units of sugar beet cut. The second shredder is going to have the same recipe as the first, only just smaller. But the third shredder is going to change it up just a little bit. And the fact that we can also produce wood chips. 2,000 liters of tree or logs is going to produce 1,500 liters of wood chips. Waterworks is going to take 2,000 liters of very hard water and produce 200 liters of lime. The Forage all-in-one version 2 is going to have the same recipes as the Forage all-in-one. It's just smaller. Same with the Food all-in-one version 2. Same inputs and ratios as version 1. It is just smaller. And then we move into all of the greenhouses. So we're just going to iterate through one greenhouse because they are all the same. They're all going to require water, seed, and manure. And they're going to output tomatoes, lettuce, strawberries, bananas, cannabis, beans, cauliflower, cinnamon, cocoa, cranberry, cucumber, garlic, hops, kiwi, mushrooms, onions, paprika, parsley, peanuts, pepperoni. Interesting that we have, this is a pepperoni pepper. I think they mean peppers because pepperonis are meat, not that. But anyway, pumpkin, raspberry, and watermelon. So as I said, all of the greenhouses are the same. So we're not going to run through each and every single one of those. I mean, the recipes may be a little bit different, but the products are the same, right? Then we move on to our apple trees, which are going to take water and manure. They're going to produce apples, apricots, pears, cherries, coconut, oranges, peaches, and plums. All are going to take water and manure and give us pallets of those fruits. Then we have our honeybees. We're going to put wild honeybees in, and we're going to get honey out. The extended oil mill, 2,000 liters of sunflowers is going to make just 1,000 liters of sunflower oil. 2,000 liters of canola is going to produce just 1,000 liters of canola oil. 2,000 liters of olives are going to produce, once again, 1,000 liters of olive oil. And then 2,000 liters of soybeans is going to produce 1,000 liters of soybean oil. The energy plant, 2,000 liters of canola for 100 units of fuel. 2,000 liters of sunflowers for 100 units of fuel. Energy is going to be 1 unit of fuel for 50 units of energy. And then we have 4 different ways of making methane. Either 2,000 units of sugar beet cut for 50 units of methane. 2,000 liters of silage for 50 units of methane. 2,000 liters of slurry for 50 units of methane. Or 2,000 liters of manure for 50 units of methane. Then we can produce seed. So we have 1,300 liters of wheat and 200 liters of solid fertilizer for 1,500 liters of seed. 1,300 liters of barley for 200 liters of solid fertilizer for, again, 1,500 liters worth of seed. Manure and lime is going to produce us solid fertilizer. Water and solid fertilizer is going to give us liquid fertilizer, or water, manure, and lime is going to give us liquid fertilizer. Herbicide, we're going to get water, fuel, and slurry for 1,500 liters worth of herbicide, or water, fuel, and manure for 1,500 liters worth of herbicide. Wow! That was quite an extensive list. Now, let's go talk about this magical bale storage, which I have to say, it is pretty darn cool. So, bale storage, we drop our bales here. They will then be ingested into storage. Then we have a couple spawn points located right here. We're going to need to walk all the way on the other side of this particular building. And we're going to get to our interactive icon. And we're going to be able to choose what do we want to export. So we have straw, silage, and I had hay already in here, but I exported that. So we have 10,103 liters of straw. Okay. How do I want to export it? Well, do I want to export it as 1.25 meter round bales, 1.5 meter round bales, 1.8 meter round bales? Do I want to export it as square bales? And then if so, what size square bales? So I could export it as little 1.2 meter, 700 liter square bales. And then how many bales do I want to output? Well, do I want to output 1? Or do I want to output 15? Or some combination in between? So I'll tell you how I filled this. I put 2 from the shop. I went to buy bales. I put 2 square hay bales in this facility. I put 2 round silage bales in a facility. And I put 2 round wheat or straw bales in this facility. And as you can see, we can export the bales however we really want. If I want to export little baby bales, I can do that. And I can export, let's say, 5 of them. And here they spawn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now there is an output spout here. I haven't tried this. Let's just go ahead and try this and see what happens. Wonder if we can also output loose material. That would be amazing. I can indeed output loose material. Let's see if I can input loose material. Could you make this a bale factory? Could you input loose material and output bales? Oh, that would be awesome. It does look like we can indeed input bales or input loose. Then we'll go back and see if we can output 10,000 liters worth of silage as bales. That would be pretty dang cool. Silage, 7,000 liters. All right, we don't have the ability to output. It looks like if we put in loose, we can only get back out loose. But if we put in bales, we can withdraw loose or bale format. Yeah, still pretty cool. Still pretty cool. So here we have our multi-fruit silo. It is capable of storing silage, grass, hay, straw, snow, road salt, lime, pig food, manure, mineral feed, stone, solid fertilizer, wheat, barley, oat, canola, sorghum, olives, sunflower, soybeans, corn, potatoes, sugar beet cut, sugar cane, seed, total mixed rations, forage, chaff, wood chips, and back to silage. We have a liquid storage silo. Now I tried to put a pallet of liquid fertilizer in there. It would not accept it. So I think this is only going to store liquids in and liquids out. Bulk liquids, I should say. And then we have our pallet warehouse. And this works a whole lot different than the other pallet warehouses that I have seen so far as mods. This is not set up as production. It has pallet input, pallet output. You're going to dump your pallets here or place them on a trailer and drive over this trigger. When I was loading this up with some test pallets, if the pallet was on the ground, it didn't take it. The pallet had to be elevated up a little bit. So it's ideally going to work if you bring these in on a flatbed, I believe. And then on the other side, you can see a pallet of bananas that are already output. We have our interactive icon. We hit R, and now we can output a pallet of apples, mushrooms, eggs, seed, peaches, or tomatoes, solid fertilizer. So I could go in here and I could say, give me seed, and give me 2 pallets worth. And there I have 2 pallets worth of seed. Just like that. Pretty dang cool. And I loaded this up by putting pallets in it. Just want to... now let's go and just kind of walk through all of this production stuff. So we have the custom selling points. They're not different selling points. They're the same base game selling points. They have just been modified to accept all of those other new crops. And let's do that. Let's jump to our prices screen. You can see the all-in-one selling station is going to be listed for pretty much everything in game, and the all-in-one buying station is going to be listed in the game also. So we have our wheat. We're just going to iterate through these relatively quickly. There are multiple sell points listed here because, again, I've placed all of those custom sell points down. Here we are into our production areas. And then let's get down here to our new production. So here we have our new production. So we have all-in-one selling station, and then I have the custom farmers market, fast food, pizzeria, restaurant, and supermarket are listed there. Those are not the in-game selling points. These are the custom ones that I put down for banana, cannabis, bean, cauliflower, cinnamon, cocoa, cranberries, cucumbers, garlic, hops, kiwi, mushrooms, onions, paprika, parsley, peanuts, peppers, pumpkin, raspberry, watermelon, apples, plums, pears, peach, orange, coconut, cherries, apricots, and soybean oil all have included sell points. That has been a problem with some custom factories that make new sell points, is for whatever reason they don't include the ability to sell the product that they're making. This pack has that completely covered. So here we have the custom honey factory. We have our interactive icon right there. We have our spawn point for our honey. Then we have our dump station for our honeybees. And again, this is what the pallet of honeybees looks like. So we would just put it right there. But it is full at this point, so it's not going to accept it. We have our energy station, the dump point, our interactive icon. We have a charging station to charge our vehicles. We have a fuel station. We have a methane station to get methane out. We have a fire hydrant water trigger. We have the all-in-one selling station to pretty much sell every product that we can create in bulk. And then we have the all-in-one buying station. We have our greenhouses, our left-right greenhouses. They are in that row there. We have all of our fruit trees located right here. Conveniently have a nice little sign on them telling you what they are going to make. And then the pallets there. And then we have this would be our all-in-one food station, version 1 and version 2. This would be the Forage all-in-one, version 1 and 2. And then this would be the shredder, version 1, 2, and 3. Located right there. Here is the water plant that is going to take hard water and convert it into lime. This is a super cool idea. And then we have the custom oil facility that is going to allow us to make soybean oil, in addition to the other oils that are available in game. So guys, let me know, what do you think of this massive production pack that includes all types of custom production, includes custom sell points or modified sell points to sell all of that production, includes abilities to store pallets, includes the ability to store bales, as well as a multi-fruit crop silo and a multi-liquid storing station. And until next time, happy farming.